Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Virgo new moon. The Virgo new moon is Saturday, and it is going to be epic. This is such a great new moon for a whole new chapter in life. So, for all you fellow Virgos, this is extremely exciting. And for everyone, there's a lot of Mars energy, and this is going to be extremely motivating, energizing, and it's really important to use your energy in really powerful ways. So, we're going to talk about that today as we talk about using this Virgo new moon to set yourself up for seasons of success. This Mars transit is usually really short, it's 7 months. And while some of it's retrograde, it's just a little bit retrograde for a lot of forward motion. And even the retrograde time is forward motion, it's just slower, which is great because moving fast all the time is not always awesome. But today, as we dive into the Feng Shui for this new moon, it is my hope that you are all envisioning brilliant things. And we're going to talk about doing that in really specific ways. So, to begin, Virgo is an earth sign. Virgo is very much in Virgo season. We've talked about Virgo season, very much about the details. Virgo gets a bad rap for being a perfectionist. And while there are perfectionist tendencies and all kinds of zodiac signs for different reasons, this is about sort of detailed precision. Now, as with all things, you can either get the positive aspect of it or you can get the less positive aspect of anything, whether you're looking at an oracle card, a tarot card, a crystal, energy shift, astrology. And I always focus on the manifestations that are the way that we can optimize and make the most of everything that's happening. So that's what's most important because the stars, oracles, all sorts of things can't do anything to you. It's all about going, what messages and energies are in the cosmos right now that I can pick up on and run with? And there's always something amazing to be found in every single thing that's happening, no matter what it is. On our next live, we'll probably do Mercury retrograde, and that's going to be even more amazing. So, as we get ready for this new moon, every new moon is a fresh start, every new moon is a recharge. A Virgo new moon is a deep dive into wellness in a very, very powerful way. Again, with all of the energy of Mars, Mars in Gemini, with all of this new Mars energy, which is very much zooming forward energy, that's very connected to this new moon and really just kind of like sets it off. With all of this energy, how do you want to use it to your greatest advantage? And it's not about doing things perfectly, it's about doing things, period. I've heard people say it's better to get it done than to get it perfect. And it's very much that energy right now. It's time to get things done and feel really good in the process. And the most important thing when you're starting to get things done is that you are revitalized. This is not a time to push yourself or force yourself to do things. It's very much about the earth, being grounded within yourself. So, to start, look at your home in terms of all of the feelings you have of being settled and grounded. Do you feel settled and grounded in your home? Does it seem like there are things that need to be tweaked? For instance, that giant plant in the pot behind me was once in a much smaller pot not too long ago, and it needed an enormous pot in order to be grounded and centered and really thrive. Now, do you have other things in your home that could use that kind of adjustment? Today, I'm getting my shower filter replaced, a new shower head filter. I'll recommend it once I test it. I'll do a little review of it. It's gotten really great reviews, and that's one little thing that makes something so much better and makes the whole experience feel more revitalizing. How can you revitalize your home? So just walk through each room and think, how is this plant doing? I don't have any plants here. Maybe I need some plants in here. What's the light like? How clean is this room? Is it dusty? Is it stagnant in some ways? Go through each room and think, where can I make a shift that can revitalize this? And it only has to be a small shift to make a very big difference. And it's usually those little things that you do. And again, Virgo is all about those little things that you do that are memorable, that are resonant, that make a big difference. So walk through your home and ask yourself, like, where can I revitalize something? How can I revitalize something? Then get ready and revitalize. And even if you're watching this days after the new moon, this is still relevant because the new moon kicks off a whole month cycle. So it's not that if you don't do it on the new moon itself, it's not going to be relevant. It will be relevant. So, in terms of your home and activating more of that revitalizing energy, look at what you can revitalize. So, it might be looking at your floor and going, hmm, it's not quite as clean as I'd like it to be. Maybe I can get a new mop, or maybe I can mop with something new. It's looking around at these little details of cleaning, of fine tuning. I just bought, I wish I had them in my hand so I could show you. I just bought these scrapers for cleaning. You know, when things get sort of stuck in the oven or they get stuck in little places, these little things that you can't scrub off no matter how hard you scrub. They're a little plastic. They're fiberglass, actually. They're not plastic. They're fiberglass tools and they're really cheap. They're like $6 or $7. You could find them all over, and they're scrapers. And you can use them to scrape off all of these little bits, whether you had paint that landed on your windows when you were painting, or there's stuff in a corner in a so you can't get it out, or on the windowsills. These little scrapers are genius. It helped me to revitalize several things in my home to have these little scrapers, and I'm just having a field day with it. You could tell I'm a Virgo. I love this stuff. So these little things, it might be upgrading your tools a little bit. These little things that make a big difference and make you excited, because it is really, we talk a lot about cleaning here as one of the rituals that makes everything better. And why cleaning is so powerful is multi-level. Cleaning obviously cleans your house, which is a great feeling. And it's also great in terms of hygiene and all sorts of things, but it's also energetically really powerful. And it's instant. When you clean, you get instant transformation. Instant, instant, instant. So it's one of the things that you can do where you always feel this freshness. And this Virgo new moon is about those little things, those little touches, those little details. For you, it might be thinking, how do I clean my oven better? Do some Googling, learn how to do this. Now, and another form of learning for this new moon that can really land in your home is to learn more about how you are connected to nature and learn more about nature itself. So you might research houseplant care. You might research how to grow herbs on my balcony. You might research some little things about connectivity to nature. There are so many topics that connect us to nature. It might be researching essential oils. I got these essential oils from my dear student, Secret Scent Aromatherapy in Australia. Oh my God, when these things come from Australia, I freak out. I just got another package, and it's learning about each botanical is making the experience so much deeper and richer. You might even want to learn about the symbolism of flowers that are around right now. So if you go to the store and you see a bunch of flowers that are around right now and you go, I wonder what those mean. That's how I started to really dive deep into the ways I could use nature to make specific symbolic changes in my space. So look things up, do a little research. Virgos love learning. Speaking of learning, the School of Intention, the professional Feng Shui school, is now open for registration. So for all of you who want to learn how to do Feng Shui in this super unique, one of its kind in the world way, below you can find all the details in the description box, and you can learn more, have a call with me. I've had the best calls with people. It's such an amazing group of people, but the season is just mind blowing. I'm still bouncing off the walls from a call I had an hour ago. So you can absolutely learn more and join us. And in terms of your enrichment, What do you want to learn for you? This is another thing you can ask yourself, because we're going to get into the projects that you can do, not just for this weekend, but also moving forward into this season, Virgo season, and then into the rest of the year, into the start of the year. It's about this sense of deep, deep clarity and knowing who you are. And if there's one thing I can say again and again and again, it's that you are the magic in everything that you do. And the more you get to know yourself and really identify and own and feel deeply, deeply one with your talents, with your self-expression, it's life changing. We like to talk about manifesting methods, manifesting with the new moon, doing all these rituals to manifest, but your deepest creative energy is actually your creativity. Your deepest manifesting power is your creativity. And creativity means knowing and being grounded within yourself, that earth energy of Virgo, to open up, to channel more of this energy into your life. It starts with you. There are no vast secrets out in the universe that are so arcane that are going to finally give you the money or the thing that you want more than your creative power. And trusting that and owning that and feeling grounded within your creative power. This is everything. And this is the Virgo specialty, being you and loving who you are and really taking care of yourself. And we're going to talk about that in a moment as things speed up with all this Mars energy. But start with you and all that you love and all that you deeply, deeply want. And this is ground zero of all manifesting. Now, I just sent out an email this morning, and one of the facts in the email blew my mind about creative power. And that is a study that was done. And in the study, it was a longitudinal study, so it was done over many years. And in the study, it was found that 98% of children at 5 years old are creatively self-expressed on a genius level. Move to 31 years old, on average, 2% of people are creatively expressed on a genius level. Do you feel like you're in that 2%? Do you feel like you're really creatively self-expressed right now? Do you feel like that's extra? Do you feel like that you don't have time for that, or it's not happening right now, or it's not for you? This is key. Your creative self-expression is going to change your life in every way. Your creative self-expression can help you in every single aspect of life, including your wellness. There are tons of scientific studies about the healing powers of creativity, the de-stressing powers of creativity, the focusing powers of creativity, the prosperous powers of creativity. This is everything. So to expand that 2% of people who are creatively awake and living in their creative genius, let's all lean into how we can be more creatively self-expressed. And it starts with you. So the first project that I'm going to propose to you all for this new moon is to make yourself a vision board. And if you want, do it on Pinterest, put a secret board together and just pull together images of all the types of things that you want to experience, see, manifest in the next 6 months or 8 months or whatever it is ahead. Bring together images, bring together things that really speak to you. This whole process will help you to tap more into what it is that is on your path, what it is that uniquely represents you. There's a lot of talk in business about branding and this and that and colors and all sorts of things. And while we can have long discussions about all those things in depth, it all comes down to you, everything. So do this. I think this could be so beneficial for so many people. I'm doing it. I did one at this time last year. It all came to be, and even more came to be than what I had expected. So sit down, grab, you might want to search on Google for some images and put it together in a collage, or go through some magazines, get inspired visually. It's going to help so much to get your entire, not just your mind, your entire creative system, all your energy including your environment, engaged in bringing that to life. It's not like some outside force is manifesting all the things. You have creative power to make things happen, and this will put you in the driver's seat in life. So, that is one big project that you can get really excited about, and it will absolutely click together more pieces of all of this manifesting power. Now, you can also explore another project. How can I do, when we talked about this for Virgo season, how can I do things better? And by better, I don't mean better than other people. By better, I mean more you expressed in what you do. And with this Mars shift, Mars is the planet of motivation and fire and energy and getting things done. So being grounded in this Virgo energy, grounded within yourself, and then having this fire to really move forward. This is really powerful to not just think about things, but actually bring them to life. And this is where it gets really exciting. So, how can you do things a little bit better? What would you like to do a little bit better? Do you want to be a little bit better at doing public speaking, doing presentations, doing the work that you're doing the workout that you do, whatever it is? What can I do a little bit better? And this can be such a great expansion for your life. Right now, we're redoing the Cash Camp video series, which is tens of thousands of people have watched it already and had great success. But I felt like it could be better now. It's been 8 years. So the free video series is also linked below if you want to sign up for it. It's not going to come out until the very beginning of October, but you can get on the list now. And it's definitely a revving up and an excitement to do it better. Like, I just know there's always another level to go. If you feel like you've been complacent in some way, where you've been like, oh, I don't feel like looking at this, or oh, it's good enough. This is a good time to go, wait a second. If I feel bored, if I feel flat, if I feel unmotivated, maybe I need to bring more of myself to something that I do all the time. This is going to be a supercharger. Again, that creative channel. Another thing that you can do is to dive into projects with your full immersion. So, Virgo is not a half measure type energy. Virgo is full on, all in. And so, this new moon is saying this month ahead, the time ahead, even the years ahead are full on immersion. So, how can I really immerse myself more in what I want? And so that can be, if you want to make a change, let's just say you're working on increasing your prosperity, it can be immersing yourself in more richness in all ways. How you talk to yourself. And again, not in a robotic way, but how you talk to yourself, how you think about things, the visions that you let stream through your mind, how you set things up in terms of organizing your day, how you spend your energy. This is part of immersing yourself in what you want, how you spend your energy. This is all this energy of Mars in Virgo season and way beyond for the next 7 months. If you have all this extra energy, how are you going to use it? And so you can use it to do things that are athletic and just kind of use it positively. You can use it creatively and make all of these things happen. Or if you feel a lot of energy sometimes you can get scattered. This is why it's so important to just go, I know what I want. So get clear on that vision of what you want. And it's not just about what you want materially, what you want to experience personally, what you want to learn, maybe spiritually, where you want to grow, and allow yourself to channel that energy into all of this incredible expansion. And the biggest immersion that you can possibly do is to set up your environment so that it's full of all the energy that you want to experience. So, going back to the beginning of this live, things that we were talking about in terms of making your home feel more revitalized, really bringing more nature into your space as well, doing some detailed cleaning, really revamping or revitalizing how you do things in your home. So, cleaning in new ways, learning new techniques for house care, for house plant care, for all the things that you do, really feeling immersed in this sense of upgrades. And you might say, well, it doesn't matter how I clean my house. I need to make more money, or I need to fix my relationship, or whatever it is. But it all is related. And if you're in an energy of things are getting better and better and better and bigger and bigger and bigger, then you see it around you. My plants are getting better and better and better. My crystal grids are getting bigger and better and better. My um, the shine and sparkle of my house is brighter and brighter. I feel more inspired every day. As you start seeing this around you, everything's more organized, everything's flowing more. You might declutter, you might choose to get rid of some stuff, get organized. This is what we're going to talk about for Mercury retrograde as well, which is so prosperous, and get ready for it. It's going to be amazing. As you're getting into this energy and you're immersed in it all around you, what does that mean? It means that you're going to be tuned into everywhere. How can this be better? How can this be cooler? How can this be more divine, intentional? How can this be more uh, fulfilling and exciting? And this is all not just in the service of you for you. It starts with you, your revitalization, your investment of your energy in things that matter to you, and then being able to bring that out to the world, which is the most prosperous thing you can do. When you help others, when you give to your community, when you give in all ways of your energy, your prayer, your thought, your great intentions, it's where life really happens. That's like ultimately, I think, the goal, right? That we all help each other. And in order to be able to give really powerfully, you need to be filled really powerfully. It's not about just giving and giving and giving and then depleting yourself. So take this time and make sure you are also revitalizing yourself. Someone in the chat asked about nightstands and feng shui and what they could do for their nightstands. At the very least, clean and clear them off. You might even want to upgrade them, beautify them, make them feel more like you are surrounded by positive energy. And so how are they supporting you energetically? Think about that for your whole home, that sense of being supported, but because you're supporting yourself. And so as you do this, as you make little wellness shifts, nothing big is needed. You don't have to turn your life upside down. Small wellness shifts, but this constant sense of better and better and better, this constant sense of bigger and bigger and bigger, this constant sense of upgrade. If you see it around you, it's going to be infused within you, and you won't need to do all sorts of things, searching and hoping and wishing. You're going to be in your creative zone. You're going to be activated. You're not going to be the out of the 2%. You're not going to be, you're going to be the 2%, the bigger than 2% of people who are living in their creative genius. You're going to go back to your true nature more and more. I feel like that's the work of adults, is to go back to the true nature of being a child and living with that energy. And in this creative zone, you will be absolutely unstoppable. And again, it's not a mental thing. I know Virgos get, again, this bad rap for being so meticulous and everything is mental and thinking. But really, the most positive, amazing expression of Virgo is being grounded in your life and being of service, because you take really good care of yourself, because you have a clarity about what it is that you want, and because you're willing to do these upgrades and details and all of these things. So I am really, really excited for all of you. If there's something that indicates to you right now where you go, I want to do this better, I want to make this better, I want to learn how to do this, to dive in and allow yourself to really surrender to the process. I don't know if y'all know this, and I don't know who cares, but when I started doing this feng shui, I learned feng shui for myself. And I had, since I was 12, been immersed in different ways in all sorts of wellness and all sorts of manifesting and creative visualization because of my parents and all different things that I was surrounded by that no one really understood or knew about. And so when I learned feng shui for myself to kind of rehabilitate my life after a major illness, I was like, wow, this is a really creative process. And I just surrendered to it. For the first time in my life, I just went, let me just get into this. And I allowed myself to play around and experiment and bring in ideas and the most important things to me: creative awakening, infinite possibility, that sense of powerful intention. And it developed into all of this. I didn't sit down and go, I'm starting a business, like I'm gonna start a business. And that wasn't how this all began. It was literally a passion project for years and years. And so your passion projects can lead to big business. Your passion projects can turn into a whole new career if you allow yourself to surrender to them. And that's part of this creative process. So it's not about being here, but it's about getting clarity here and clarity in your energy and clarity in your space so that you can really experience that immersion in everything constantly expanding and live it. So I'm excited to hear how you want to do things better. I'm excited to hear what you're excited to learn or master or take to the next level. And if there are any videos you want me to make about any sort of topics of immersion in nature or plants or anything else, let me know. This is all stuff that I am super passionate about. It's the things that, again, with all the manifesting tools and tricks and experiments in the world, at the very fundamental core, it's about you, your true nature, loving who you are, accepting who you are, and being free to express yourself, just like you did as a creative genius as a kid. And bringing all of that creative genius to life now will truly, and I'm not saying this in like a whatever way, truly, truly make you feel unstoppable and make you live in new ways that are so deeply, deeply moving to you. And it's infectious. It has an impact. You want to be around it. You want to be around people who are living their best lives. And you want to drink what they're drinking. You want to have what they're having. And that's the energy that you can share as you dive deeper and deeper into this. It's what I work on every single day. That's my work in this work is always what's the next level? What can be upgraded? So I sort of live in Virgo season, and I hope everyone makes the very most, not just of this season now, but of this energy. Again, the shift in Mars for 7 whole months is just like, ooh, radical self-expression time. So get ready, get excited. And if you like this video, please do me a favor and like it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, share it if you can. I'm making lots of videos on YouTube again. YouTube was for a while like a zooming big growth platform. And while I will continue to make videos on YouTube, no matter who sees them, because I love it so much. And so many of you are so dear to me and I love getting to know more of you. It would be awesome to share this work further and further. It's one of my things of being of service as much as I can possibly share. And I appreciate you so, so much. And uh, also, if you want to become a Feng Shui Pro, the School of Intention details are below. The training starts in September and it's going to be epic. And the free love money Feng Shui videos that are being upgraded right now are below. So you can sign up for them now and you can start them, the brand new videos, when they arrive. I am super psyched for everything ahead. I'm so excited for everything you do. And I will see you very soon. I love you. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Mwah. Bye.